Tan Tung, Vice Minister of Science and Technology, Mr. Le Chun Ching, Vice Chairperson of Da Nang People's Committee, Mr. Chandulish from the Prime Minister Economic Advisory Team. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Xin chào. I am really thrilled to be back in Da Nang. I was just there last weekend with my family. We actually went to visit Banner Hills, which was a great experience. So I'm really happy that SURF gave me an opportunity to be back in Da Nang again this week. On behalf of UNDP, we're really pleased this morning to present our work supporting social impact startups in Vietnam. But first of all, some of you will probably wonder, what is UNDP? And what is the link with startups? So let me start with a few words on UNDP. The United Nations Development Programme is the largest global network of development experts, with 17,000 colleagues working in 170 countries, including Vietnam. Now, for most of our history, UNDP has been working with countries to achieve sustainable developments. And for a long time, our focus was working with governments. But very quickly we realized that private sector was really important in achieving sustainable developments, and especially the startup community. So over the last few years, UNDP in Vietnam has been working more and more with startups. Why are we working with startups? Because we realized very quickly that the startup community is full of young people like you who are full of ideas, energy, and commitment. Ideas to actually help solve some of the most difficult development challenges faced by Vietnam. And this is why, we've been working with a group of startups in Vietnam in order to try help achieving the Sustainable Development Goals. Some of you may have heard about the SDGs. The SDGs were adopted by the United Nations member states, including Vietnam, back in 2015. They cover a whole range of issues like poverty, hunger, health, the environment, climate change. And the idea, the ambition, is to achieve the 17 Sustainable Development Goals by 2030. So this is a very ambitious agenda. And we need to work with all of you in order to achieve that agenda. Oh, I already have 5 minutes left only. This is tough. I'll try to be quick. But what UNDP is trying to promote and advocate for is social impact business. In other words, we're trying to argue that businesses not only should be making profit, of course, but also have the responsibilities to try to help achieve environmental and social objectives. So in order to do that, we've been promoting social impact businesses. And we understand social impact businesses as organizations that have both trading activities, but also a commitment to positively impact society or the environment. And we believe that there are huge opportunities for startups in this area. So we've been working at the policy level, and you can see on this slide, we actually worked with the National Economics and University to develop the first report on social impact business in Vietnam. And we've been working with the Ministry of Planning and Investment on trying to promote new policies on social impact business. We've had also a number of initiatives. Just last week, you may have seen that on TV, UNDP successfully co-organized Blue Swallows with the Vietnam Chamber of Commerce and Industry, but also the Vietnam Union of Science and Technology, and the Center for Social Initiatives and Promotion. And Blue Swallows is about building, accelerating, and driving business initiatives for sustainable development in Vietnam. And altogether this year we had 161 blue swallows that were rewarded for their social and environmental business initiatives. We've also had a special focus on young social entrepreneurs, and that's a program called Youth Collab. This is actually a regional initiative from UNDP and the City Foundation, and this is to empower young people who have brilliant ideas to try to develop those ideas and build their businesses. And we are counting on them to help Vietnam solve social and environmental issues. We've been organizing Youth Collab in Vietnam over the last 2 years with the Ministry of Science and Technology. And just to give you an example, the winner of last year's Youth Collab was a young startup called Vulcan Augmentics that uses 3D printing to make prosthetic limbs, arms, for persons with disabilities. We've taken Youth Collab out to the provinces of Vietnam, and we've been working this year in Phu Yen, Hue, Hanoi, and Quang Ninh. And we're very happy to come to Tech Fest next month to have a national dialogue on social entrepreneurship. I also want to mention another initiative that UNDP has been promoting, which is called the SDG Challenge. And this is a competition for startups that are interested in accelerating the implementation of the SDGs. And this is again trying to promote a new way of doing business, a way of doing business that leaves no one behind. And this year, our SDG Challenge, again with the Ministry of Science and Technology, has been focused on looking for solutions to solve accessibility problems for persons with disabilities. But we've been running the SDG Challenge for a couple of years now, and we've been working with some really interesting startups. One of the ones I really like is called 1516, that are working on wind turbines to bring cheap electricity for the very small group of Vietnamese people who still don't have access to electricity, and includes some of the poorest people in Vietnam. Now, over the next few years, we really hope that we're going to scale up and upgrade these initiatives to the next level and provide more systematic and continuous support for social impact businesses. So you can see on this slide how we're going to try to bring all these initiatives together, working on the policy level, helping businesses to scale up, helping startups to accelerate, but also young people to come up with new ideas and how to formulate those and build their businesses. So as you can see, UNDP's been pretty active in this field. We know, we can't work with all startups. We're really focusing on social impact startups, startups that are focused on trying to solve some of the most important social and environmental challenges faced by Vietnam. But we're also very pleased to, and I want to finish with this, is to strengthen our partnership with Da Nang City. So we will actually be back again in Da Nang next week to sign an MOU with the Da Nang People's Committee. And one of the main focus of that partnership will be on promoting entrepreneurship and innovation. And I want to mention that we'll be working closely with Da Nang with our new Accelerator Lab, which is a new initiative in UNDP to bring social innovation into development work. And we'll be supporting Da Nang in designing its startup development plan and the startup policy sandbox. So we hope to draw Da Nang startups into solving Da Nang's development challenges and contribute to Da Nang's socio-economic development. So watch this space. This is going to be really exciting. And with that, we are calling for entrepreneurs, investors, government partners, and other international organizations, or anyone interested, to join us in this initiative. I really believe that together we can bolster entrepreneurs' work in tackling urgent development challenges faced by Vietnam and contribute to sustainability. sustainable development, not only in Da Nang, but all over Vietnam. Thank you so much. Xin cảm ơn.